I also trust in you that you will work hard to find your place in this world while hoping that in all you do, you will strive to make this world a better place. So I'll leave you with two more quotes. Paul Hawkins says, Ralph Waldo Emerson once asked what we would do if the stars only came out once every 1,000 years. No one would sleep that night, of course. We would be ecstatic, delirious, made rapturous by the glory of God. Instead, the stars come out every night, and we watch television. So please find in yourself that ability to wonder. Don't lose that. To be ecstatic and delirious. And please watch television less. And finally, Neil Gaiman says, now go and make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Leave the world more interesting for you being here. And so, class of 2015, we love you, we will miss you, and we wish you all the very, very best. Keep us posted. Amen. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our honored guest today. Bob Granner was a teacher here in the 1960s and again in the 1990s. He taught English and he taught music and he taught drama. And he is going to say a little bit more about why he is, his connection to our Margaret Eddy Award winner, Mr. Gene Hennig, who did return here a few months ago to receive the school's most prestigious award. That's the Margaret Eddy Award for his service to the school and to India. But I just want to say something about Bob before I introduce him, and that he is an abject failure. He is a failed retiree. No matter what we do, he keeps coming back and helping this school in so many immeasurable ways. So thanks, Bob, for continuing to fail because it benefits us amazingly well. And before he comes, he would never say this. Many of you know of the Bethania organization that does so much work with the school, that has had a long association with the school. Bob Granner and Gene Hennig co-founded the Bethania organization in the 1980s, and as a remarkable institution that continues to benefit orphans, and it continues to benefit, and we as a school continue to benefit from that relationship. So I welcome Bob Granner up to the stage.
I think one of the other claims of fame that I have, other than failing to retire, is that I'm probably the one who's been in Cody the longest. Has anybody been here before 1964? Aha. Oh, a few, but they were very young, I'm sure. One of my wonderful opportunities today is to introduce you to an amazing fellow who graduated from Cody School, believe it or not, 50 years ago in 1965. So if Gene Hennig doesn't have any other claim to fame, it's the fact that he graduated like you young people from this wonderful school. I have had the privilege of knowing Gene for over 30 years. I knew his parents even before that, and as Corey has said, I was fortunate enough to be a co-founder with Gene of the very fine Bethania Foundation. I put a little plug for that. When we started the Bethania Foundation in the early 1990s, there were 6 needy children that we decided to help. And now there are over 1,000. Is that not right, Barbara? A few over 1,000 are being supported by that organization. Gene was the guiding force for that project. Gene was the guiding force for another project that I have had the fortune to be involved in the last year or two, and that is raising funds for a beautiful new pipe organ that's over in the chapel. So I'm proud of having been involved with that with Gene also. Gene is the past president of the Cody Friends International. He is a member of the Board of Management of Cody Connell School, and he has given a lifetime of service to Cody Connell School and to the communities surrounding Cody. In addition to Gene's life of service, he's also a mountain climber. Now, you may not all know that, but well, you probably don't even know him, but each year I would meet Gene and he would say, I'm going to Switzerland to climb the Matterhorn, or I'm going to Tanzania to climb Kilimanjaro, or I'm going to Peru to climb Machu Picchu. I hope all of you can have a chance to climb some of those mountains and perhaps others too during your lifetimes, and then come back to Cody School 50 years from now and tell about it. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I would also like to say that currently Gene is climbing one of the highest mountains of his life. He is suffering from brain cancer, and this is the reason that he's unable to be here today. But I would simply like to say that his wife, Christy, and his children, Kate and Luke and Emily, have just recently done a fundraising event in which they've raised about $15,000 for brain cancer research, and I think that's incredibly inspiring. So if Gene is listening to this someplace, could we give a hand, please, to his family? They are truly an amazing family who face difficulties, health problems, not with fear or anxiety, but with courage. That the quality of life is really more important than the quantity. This is what Gene has said. Now, his children have referred to him as the Lean Gene Mean Machine, which I think is a great name for him. So, now I'm going to read a speech that Gene Hennig has prepared for you people, and this is addressed to the class of 2015 from a member of the class of 1965. It is indeed an honor to have this opportunity to convey these words of congratulation to you as a graduate from Cody Connell International School. Regrettably, health issues are preventing me from being able to be with you in your special day. So with your indulgence, let me do my best to convey these few words of congratulation to you in absentia. You have every right to be proud of what you've received. Whether you came to KIS years ago in primary school or more recently in high school, you have accomplished all the tests that were laid out before you and are now prepared for the next challenges that life has in store for you. So, soak up all the congratulations that come your way today. You've earned the coveted prize of the KIS diploma, and you are now to be welcomed into the ranks of KIS alumni worldwide. Your graduation brings to mind my own graduation from KIS 50 years ago, almost to this day. It was on May 11th, 1965, when I received my own diploma from Cody School, which still hangs in my office wall, where I can see it as I write these words to you. The world was, of course, very different in those days, and yet many of you, the experiences that you have had and the values that have shaped your lives here remain the same. So, what did you learn and what did I learn in my time here at KIS? Looking back on my own experience as a student and the years which followed, I have come up with the following list of things that have given the greatest impact to my life. As you listen to my list, I invite you to think of how your own list of experiences might compare to mine. First, Cody School provided me, as I hope it has now done for you, with an international perspective that remains vitally important in an ever-shrinking world. Now more than ever, today's graduates will need to have an appreciation for widely diverse cultures, nationalities, and values that make life so rich and complex. Your education here at KIS has already given you a head start. Secondly, it was here at Cody School that I first learned the challenge of rigorous study and a love for learning. Some of the most gifted students that I know now were my classmates at KIS, and I suspect that may be true for you as well. Third, it was here in Cody that I developed a deep appreciation of beauty and the need to preserve the natural environment. You have been blessed to live for a time in the beautiful Pawnee Hills with comparable flora and fauna. And the splendor of mountain vistas right in KIS' backyard is truly spectacular. This natural environment must continue to be preserved at all costs. My hope is that you carry with you the lessons that you have learned here in Cody about caring for God's creation wherever you go. Fourth, I have always been grateful for the dedication of the many KIS teachers who shaped my life in deep and important ways. You have undoubtedly had similar experiences with teachers who have helped you to become the person that you are today. If you have not already done so, please consider thanking one or more of the teachers today who taught you here in Cody. Fifth, here in KIS, you have had the extraordinary opportunity to live and to learn with classmates who were born into and who practice religions different in faith from yours. You have been encouraged to open your hearts and minds to respect others. Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, Muslims, and more have lived together in Cody in relative harmony. What have you experienced? What you have experienced can be an incredible model for others in other parts of the world that are still being crippled by religious intolerance. Sixth, it was here in Cody that I first started to develop an empathy for the poor and for the underprivileged. And this is something that I hope has happened to you too. Even as India has emerged in recent years as an economic powerhouse in Asia, it continues to have more desperately poor people than almost any other place on earth. You have seen some of this poverty and injustice firsthand in ways that many others of your generation have not. And I hope that you can be in a position to do something about this in your own lifetimes. Seventh, it was here that I also developed a love of adventure, which has stayed with me ever since. Whether hiking or cycling or camping or traveling the third-class trains, don't exist anymore, but the third-class trains were an experience, I can tell you, of the Indian railways, and many adventures I had in my youth that remain vivid memories that I continue to savor. Take care to nurture your own sense of adventure as you leave this place, and your lives will be deeply enriched for it. Eighth, my time in KIS was not always a success, like me, I suppose. And truth be told, the study of Latin was the death of me. Fortunately, you people don't have to worry about that these days. There was something to be learned, however, even from these experiences of failure. And I am indebted to KIS for teaching me the life lessons from these experiences. Ninth, while living in India as a young person, I developed a love for its multifaceted culture and people and food. These are some of India's greatest gifts to the world, which I hope you have come to appreciate too. even if India has already been your home and always been your home. Finally, it was here that I learned the value of lifelong friendship, and I have cherished my friends from Coady ever since. Today need not be the last day that you see your good friends who are graduating with you, but it will take greater effort for you to see each other going forward, as you know. Take it from me, the effort that you put into preserving your KIS friendships is well worth the effort. Today, the sun is rising on your generation, even as it is setting on mine. As you graduate and go out into the world, you will carry the indelible brand of being a Coady School kid. It's a unique brand, and one that I have been proud to carry my whole life long. Now it is your brand identity too, which you can proudly share with all those graduates who have come before and who are yet to come. This is the mark that, come what may in life, will never be taken away from you. So go forward from here with the blessings of Almighty God, the pride of your parents and teachers, and the support of all the Coady alumni, wherever they might be scattered throughout the world. I wish you all the very best. God bless you. Thank you.
I think the piano's been fixed, so Untik and Unyoung Chung are going to play for you.
You'll be coming up in the next few minutes to get your certificates. I taught about a third of you back in 10th grade, and some of you have only gotten to know just a little bit this year. So I apologize in advance if I get a name not quite correct. I've been practicing. Hopefully they'll become close enough. I'm sure you'll all recognize, even if I don't get it perfect. For the certificates, class of 2015, Arthur Morris. If you can come and line up, you know your order. You can be down here before your name is called. I think that'll help. Prajan will be next. Prajan, yes. We jumped the gun. Jun Seo Blee. Shivani Pillai. Anthon Tiga. Nikhil Verma. Ayush Sharma. Siddharth Kapoor. Gaurav Dora. Samuel Francis. Jobin Abraham. Sahil Varsani. Ishan Joshi. Anant Morarka. Valerika Hemant. Samriddhi Rajbandari. Himshika Golcha. Hiral Sahajwala. Sorry. Sahajwala. Jiwan Jion. Harmahar Shergill. With Rukla Wangdi. Chayanin Ninanon. Karina Acharya. Shannon Doctor. Harpreet Gaur. Saharinder Kaur. Saharinder. Those of you who are waiting for pictures, if you could wait until it's just the time for your student, that would be helpful because people behind you aren't able to see. And if you're not a photographer, please do sit down. Ambika Asamul.